Hi guys, it's SBRT and it's been a long time on the channel since I've done an Android box review. So a little blast from the past. I have today for you an Android box review. That rhymes. And for the first time in a long time, we have some change. Finally, we have some new hardware in an Android box. So let's unbox it, set it up, run some benchmark tests and see how it performs and whether it might be a good option for you. I also have a giveaway for another Android TV box as well, and if you want to find out how to enter, make sure you watch the entire video because at some point I will drop this information in. So without further ado, let's get straight to it. Right, so if you are a long-time follower of the channel, you will know I used to do a lot of reviews of Android TV boxes or Android boxes, and then I stopped. And that's simply because I got bored with the lack of innovation and updates on these devices. There were hundreds of cheap boxes coming out, and they all had pretty much the same specs, and I was struggling to get excited, as were a lot of you. So I thought, you know what, let's wait until we have some genuine innovation, and then we'll do the video. And that, I think, might be the case with this. Obviously, we have to test it though. Right, so here we have the Beelink GT King. So let's get it unboxed, and while we're doing that, we'll talk about the specs. So one of the big main differences in hardware in this device is the fact that for the first time on one of these sort of devices, we have the S922X chip. Quad-core ARM Cortex-A73 and dual-core ARM Cortex-A53. We got 4GB of DDR4 RAM, 64GB of storage, up to 4K. We have both 2.4GHz and 5.8 GHz. We've got two USB 3.0 ports and one USB 2.0 port, HDMI port, micro SD card slot or TF card slot. We've got a headphone jack. We also have the SPDIF and the Ethernet ports as well, and our DC in power port as well. And also in the box we have, of course, our manual, our HDMI cable, our power cable, and our remote as well. It is a wireless remote which comes with a dongle which you plug into one of the USB type A ports. I wish they'd gone with a Bluetooth remote. I just find the fact that the technology is available to have to use a dongle is a bit unnecessary, but nevertheless, I'm sure it will still work fine and we'll test it. So now we've seen what's in the box, let's set it up and show you exactly what you get with it and how it runs. And I will leave the link to this product in the video description below, so if you are interested in finding out more information or indeed purchasing it after watching this video, you can do that. And I've also got a link down there just below the like button and the subscribe button. Awful plug, which is offering great tech sales currently right now. Go and check it out. Lots of different tech across the board. So if you're looking for something in particular, they may just have it there. Right, so the home screen is nothing new than what we've seen before in Beelink products. I wish they had updated it a little bit. It looks a little bit bland, if I'm being completely honest, but I'm sure you guys aren't really bothered about how the homepage looks. You just want to be able to use specific apps, for example, and use them pretty well and have a really responsive box. And so far, it's doing exactly that. Like I said, there is a button to just use the air mouse, and that comes in really handy if you're downloading third-party apps, for example. None of this D-pad malarkey where it takes an age to move across the screen. It works straight away. And it is, in fact, Android 9. There are still hundreds of Android boxes on the market that are running and shipping with Android 5, for example. Mind-blowing, I know, but that is the state of affairs on the market. You've also got a voice assistant button as well. Top left-hand side, you can set your date and time. Then you've got a local disk, an inbuilt internet browser, and then your Play Store. Right-hand side, you can set favorites. So if you've got specific apps that you use all the time, you can put them there and you can get to them really easily. So you don't constantly have to go to the app section, which is along the bottom next to an app kill button, which you can press and it will completely shut down all open apps. You've got a gallery for photos and a settings section as well. So let's run a quick Antutu benchmark test on it, and then I'm going to show you a little bit of gaming, a little bit of streaming, a little bit. DJ like an MC Neat? No? So the Antutu results are in, and we have 108,090, which for an Android TV box for this price is very impressive. Yes, it's not as high as the latest smartphones using the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855, for example, but like I said, for Android boxes, it's a really respectable score. Not quite as good scores as the Nvidia Shield, which most people compare every product to, but currently with the sale on the link below, it's less than half the price of an Nvidia Shield. So for the majority of Android games that you can download from the Google Play Store, for example, for this, you're going to have absolutely no problems whatsoever. Like this racing game here works absolutely great. Occasional, and I mean occasional, lags, but really across the whole, it's incredibly smooth. It's pretty much chewed up and spat out everything I've thrown at it in terms of gaming. That's not to say there aren't going to be some incredibly power-hungry games that are going to cause it a few problems, but for the majority of games that you're going to be wanting to play on an Android TV box, no problems. And now we're going to test some 4K streaming on YouTube, and of course I'm going to use my channel's video so that I don't get copyrighted. And as you can see here, this is one of my YouTube videos. It is running in 4K. Again, absolutely no problems whatsoever. So if you've got your own Kodi set up with your own individual media or other media streaming apps, or you've got Netflix or Amazon Prime, again, you're going to have no problems. So here's where you guys come in. What do you think of the Beelink GT King? Is it something you're interested in? And again, if you are, I will leave it listed and linked below. You can go through and check it out and buy it if you want to. It has got a sale price on it right now. Or do you think for the money, there's something better out there? Again, as always, I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you want a brand new 4K TV to run alongside it, then we've got a great one coming in a video very, very soon. And it's a 55-inch monster. Right, so the Android box I've got here for the giveaway is the Beelink GT1 Mini. 4GB of DDR4 RAM, 64GB of storage, very, very popular device. Hasn't got quite the chip that the GT King has, but it is still a very popular device. And if you want to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is head over to my Instagram post, which I've done on this device, and in the description for that post I will have all of the information on how you can enter. So get entering and hopefully it's you. Like and share if you did enjoy this video and found it helpful. Subscribe and hit that notification bell if you're new to the channel and want to be notified every time I post a video on anything tech, pretty much daily content here on YouTube. I love you and leave you. I'll see you in the next one. Says BYT. Peace out.